From the video you will see the first step to take is to ensure that the corner is clean, and a relatively accurate 90-degree corner is available by using a carborundum block to remove any cement contamination. You should also be sure that the vertical surface and the horizontal surface are smooth, and naturally all dust has to be very carefully swept away. Thereafter, you can check the waviness of the wall by using a 2-meter straight edge, and if this is excessive, it should be pointed out to the contractor and or the architect, since there is not much the flooring installer can do to rectify this. The following step is to mark the height of the skirting on the wall, which is most easily done with a gauge, preferably metal, and the same procedure should be followed to mark the 50mm line on the floor surface. These lines will enable you to install the skirting straight and accurately. The preferred procedure, however, is to install the floor sheeting first. Here you can see a pressure-sensitive adhesive being used, which is first applied by trowel to obtain the correct amount of adhesive on the floor. Then the trowel notches within the adhesive immediately rolled flat using a short hair or mohair paint roller, which has been wetted in the adhesive so as not to put extra adhesive on the floor or to remove any adhesive off the floor. The flattening process should take place immediately, otherwise trowel marks will be visible once the adhesive starts to set. As you can see from this video, you require one operator to do this and roll the trowel marks flat, whilst you require a second operator ahead of him applying the adhesive. Your sheeting will then be installed correctly, being careful not to get bubbles trapped under the sheet. Point to note is when you are folding back the sheet after installing the first half of the sheeting, it should be pulled back to expose 50 to 100 millimeters of already applied adhesive, which should have been troweled onto the floor up to a chalk line struck at approximately halfway across the floor. When folding back the second half of the sheeting, this chalk line must be exposed so that the second half of the floor can have adhesive applied, but the joins of the adhesive should carefully match and meet at the chalk line. No gap between the two lots of adhesive should be left, and more importantly, no overcoating of the first adhesive operation should be done, as this will profile through and leave a line across your sheeting approximately in the middle of the room. A careful point to be avoided when troweling the adhesive is that under no circumstances should the trowel be pushed under the fold of the sheeting to guess where the two adhesives will join, as you have no control over the adhesive application at this point. If you are unsure, please refer to our data sheet with regard to pressure-sensitive adhesive. The sheeting should only be installed or dropped into the adhesive once the moisture has evaporated, and as soon as the adhesive is touch dry, the sheeting can be folded back into the pressure-sensitive adhesive. You will note the use of rubbing blocks covered with carpeting to ease this process. It is important not to put the sheeting into the adhesive too quickly, thereby trapping water within the adhesive. Once the sheeting has been placed onto the adhesive, the floor sheeting should be rolled in both directions immediately with a 68 kilogram 3-partition roller. The 3-division roller is important to ensure the correct transfer of adhesive onto the back of the sheet. It is preferable to roll across the width of the sheeting first, and secondly in the length of the sheeting. You will see from the demonstration that the roller should be clean, not contaminated or scratched, as this will cause an uneven finish.